Hey guys, today we're going to be doing gerund phrases, so you'll need to get out your journals, and inside your journals you should have your grammar keepers. If you don't have a grammar keeper, you'll need to just write these notes on a new piece of paper inside your journal. So gerund phrases are going to be located in the verbal section, which is a little pink section towards the bottom next to the participle and infinitive phrases that we did last week, or the participle phrases that we did last week. So you'll copy what I have on your screen. I have N with an arrow and the word swimming. The N is going to stand for a noun, and the arrow stands for turns into. So if you look at the word swimming, you would automatically think that it's a verb, which you could be right. However, in the case of a gerund, it's going to be a noun. So the reason we have the underline is because usually nouns are subjects, and gerunds always end in ing, and that's why ing is circled. So if you'll go to a new page in your journals, make sure that you have today's date at the top. So your notes for gerund phrases are that they always function as nouns. So there'll be things like subjects, subject complements, or objects in a sentence. And last week we learned about participle phrases. So the difference between participle phrases and gerund phrases is that participle phrases or present participle phrases that end in ing, those acted as adjectives. They looked like verbs, but they were pretending to be adjectives. Where a gerund phrase looks like a verb, but it pretends to be a noun. So the difference is they both look like verbs, but gerunds pretend they're nouns and participles pretend they're adjectives. If you need to pause the video to finish writing the notes, go ahead and do so. You'll need to write these two examples down. Example number 1, eating ice cream on a windy day can be a messy experience if you have long, untamed hair. Example number 2, Bernard hates buttering toast with a fork. So I have to use these little squigglies, so bear with me. So in example number 1, eating ice cream on a windy day can be a messy experience if you have long, untamed hair. These are some of the types of sentences that you guys would give, that you would put on the board, and sometimes we wouldn't know quite what to do with them. It wouldn't make sense that they were subjects. Well, now you'll know. Eating is the word that looks like a verb, but it's functioning as a noun. So I am currently eating ice cream on a windy day. That's the subject of my sentence. This thing can be a messy experience. So there's your subject. But because this also functions as a gerund, we're going to box it. My boxes don't look very good. Because we've boxed all of our verbals. So we've got subject. Our verb is can be. And can be is a linking verb. So because this is a linking verb, you can replace it with the equal sign, or you can replace it with the word is. So eating ice cream on a windy day is a messy experience. So a messy experience then is a predicate nominative. And also within this we have on a windy day is a preposition. There's a lot of things going on here. So then you have your Woobus word, which is if. After your Woobus word, you should have a subject, which is you. Have is your verb, and it happens to be a linking verb. So because this is a linking verb, again, you can replace it with is or something like that. So, or have is the word you would use. You equals long untamed hair. So this is also a predicate nominative. All right. So eating ice cream on a windy day can be a messy experience. That clause can stand on its own, so it's an independent clause. Because this is an Woobus word, we keep it in. If you have long untamed hair is a dependent clause. So an independent clause plus a dependent clause is a complex sentence. Example number 2. Bernard hates buttering toast with a fork. Bernard is our subject. Hates is our verb. Hates is going to be an action verb. So because this is an action verb, we ask the word what. So Bernard hates what? He hates buttering toast. And which makes that a direct object. And remember, direct objects are always going to be nouns. But if you look at this, buttering toast, buttering looks like a verb. So, but it's not. It's a direct object. So this is actually our gerund phrase. So we can go ahead and box it. And then, of course, with a fork is a preposition. One subject, one verb, which means this sentence is a simple sentence. So once you finish copying down these notes, you can go ahead and move on to the next activity and then journal, and then we'll be done. Thanks, guys.